guys!
Oh, hi! I had completely forgotten that we were actually doing this. What was I looking for? I don't remember. I was looking for some sort of music because I want to listen to something else.
Oh yeah, I've been listening to 60s. And
I've been listening to depressing country songs.
I was told by my music rap from Spotify that I am age, I think it was 72, 74, and I listen to 60s music. I just saw a bird fly by. Birds? Oh wait, no, that's Tony.
Oh, they haven't left yet.
Tony! Hi, Tony!
You're supposed to be going with the father.
Yeah, they're gonna go to the dump today.
You know what?
I am working on a sweater.
Oh, that's great.
By the way, this is how it's going. So
That's what you're working on. I was trying to figure out what you were working on the other day. And then I couldn't figure it out.
Oh wait, no, that was a scarf for my mom. I restarted and did I started this last night.
Wow. Excellent job.
Oh, well.
Opens the door, closes.
We're recording.
That can be cut out. But
I don't think you would mind much.
The flip. I can't find anything that I actually want to listen to.
Anyway, so, mark your calendars for the 14th of December. And we'll probably take a break, on...
What are we doing on the 14th of December?
Does that date ring a bell for you?
The 14th?
Actually,
That's a Sunday.
Mm-hmm. But we'll probably take a break on when it gets closer around Christmas.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Are you having anything? Because
On the
winter
14th?
break starts the 21st.
Oh,
I'm
14th
so
of
excited
December?
for.
I don't know. If I do, it's not on my calendar.
Okay. I was told that I will be like an ultra ready grandma because of how much I crochet at my age. And like when I'm older, I will excel at it. I will be like one of those like ultra ranked grandmothers that know how to make everything with crocheting. And possibly knitting, although knitting is not my...
I do a lot more knitting than I do crocheting. Hence why I have...
And we can do our projects while talking.
True.
It's great.
Do we have anything...
Yeah, this week's topic is testing anxiety. And though we have not done any research right now, that's what a computer is for.
Mm-hmm.
And so... But yeah, mark your calendars for 14th of December. That'll be our next podcast. And this podcast is because it was my senior project. And that's about it. And
I'm just moral support, so.
And like it's very easy to talk with you. That's just the thing.
That's why I did it. Hence the ramble.
Hence, yeah, the rambling. Prayer time.
We do have a deadline, though, to get this finished. So we can't ramble too much.
Oh, that's
like
right.
12:30,
Yeah,
12:45. If we're finished by 12:30, that gives me time to get dressed.
Well, I think we should finish about like 11:45, 11:40, because then we can watch Harry Potter. A tiny bit.
A little bit.
A tiny bit. Oh, the glare is horrible. Or maybe is it my vision?
Well, I think if I sit forward a little bit, it makes the lighting a little bit better. The windows are so blown out though.
Yeah. But it's a nice view in the background.
That you can't see.
I love wintertime. It's great.
Oh yeah, it's great. Okay, so where do we want to start with testing anxiety? Because
I found out that after I take 2 EMT courses, because I'm wanting to get my EMT license and go for a paramedic license, but my EMT license, so I had to get a TB test to test my skin, and if it has any diseases. It so far has not reddened around. It's not red, like completely puffed up, so I'm great. But
no TB?
No TB. But it was part of the EMT.
TB is tuberculosis, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
But I had to get some tests done, and I got my sports physical done also at the same time.
Nice.
It was sweet. But I also found out that I'm going to have to take an exam after my 2 semesters. And if I ace that exam in May, after my 2 courses, then I can graduate with an EMT license. That would be really, really cool. But I also have a little bit of testing anxiety. So.
Same here. Took me 3 tries just to pass my last test that I had to take for my GED, because my brain, every time I sit down to take a written test, will shut off. I know the information. I'll look at the problems on the screen and go, nope.
No.
On paper test, computer test, any sort of tests, my brain shuts off.
Well, when it comes to language arts tests or...
Oh yeah, no, that one I passed with
I'm good at those.
Nothing. The only thing that stressed me out a little bit with my language arts test that I had to take was the essay at the end, but that was so easy.
Right. Math
was the last test I had to take.
I
failed
horrible.
Twice, and I barely passed. There's video on Instagram of me opening up the email that for my test scores that told me I passed. So
science I'm pretty good at, but I just didn't really like science much. I like it.
Science was fun. I enjoyed it until they started talking about the things that, like the Big Bang Theory,
evolution.
Or yeah. And I'm like, all of these videos that we were watching just were stating theories as facts, and I'm like, no, this isn't no. I hate to break it to you, but that's the only thing that irked me about that.
Yeah. I like it when it's physics, although I did not take physics or chemistry.
Chemistry would be so much fun. We did a little bit of chemistry in my science class that I took.
Yeah.
And it was so much fun. I would love to take a chemistry class.
I just did not. I don't know why. I'm not against science, and I liked it. I like earth science. I like that science because we took it, or I had to take it. I had to take it. When I was younger in middle school, but I really enjoyed it. I liked it. I also got told by my librarian that I may be dyslexic.
Oh! Is that why you struggle to read?
Yeah, I do struggle with reading. Because my mind, when I'm reading out loud, it mixes up the words, and when I have to pronounce something with R's, it just comes out wrong.
Like, what's a fun word with R's in it? Rotary?
Rotary. I say
like
it more
like your
with
rotary cuff?
I say it more with the W. I get my W's
Rotary?
and my R. Yeah, I say it like that. Rotary.
Now that you mention it, I know. I've never even thought about it. One of my friends that I had in Colton struggled with his R's for a long time, and so me spending all of my time with him started to mimic that. And so then I was not saying my R's correctly for a long time. And then we moved and I was hanging out with other people and my speech got a little bit better. And
then I'm so slow at reading out loud. Because my brain, for some reason, it processes slowly when I'm reading out loud. But it processes quick when I'm reading to myself.
Huh, that's weird. This might be on a completely different topic, but the reason I suck at reading out loud is because I have this thing, I don't know if it's actually a thing, but in my brain I've been calling it performance anxiety. So, like, if people are like, here, read this, and I'm like, okay. So that's the only reason I stumble over words when I'm reading out loud.
No, I'm confident. I'm very confident. It's just
I'm not.
My brain processes a lot faster when I'm reading in my head, but when I'm reading out loud, it processes a
lot slower. Because you're not trying to think about how it's actually pronounced, and you're not trying to think about how you make the words. Like,
I blame it on the librarian because I use her voice in my head whenever I'm reading. I use her voice when I read. And I told.
Wait, no, that's south.
Oh, this is actually not that holy.
North face, south face, east. Yeah, east, somewhat that way. I go off of the two hills. You got the north face and you got the south face.
What was I saying?
I don't know.
But I use her voice when I'm reading in my head, and so when I'm talking out loud, it does a different process in my head. Yeah.
I think we have gotten very much off topic.
Yeah, we did. Anyway, I'm gonna have major testing anxiety when I take my EMT class, but
it's fine. You have the big brain, so you'll be fine. Sorry. I am currently trying really hard to not get sick. I felt like crap yesterday, and then I slept in, and, what are you doing, computer? Thank you. I slept in, ate food, drank tea, and I felt better.
That's the process.
I think...
Except my tea is coffee.
Oh yeah, you're more of a coffee person than I am.
Yeah. Which is odd. Your mother makes coffee.
I know! And that's just... Because I could make myself coffee all the time. I'm just not... It's just not the first thing that pops into my head. Because tea, I can boil hot water, put a tea bag in a cup, or, in this case, a tea strainer. Which, this is good tea. This
and the coffee cup says coffee.
Smile, I brought you coffee. My mom made this one.
It's tea.
That's why I'm holding it, so that it's facing me, because it's not actually coffee.
Okay. Anyway, yeah, we've gone very much off topic. Testing anxiety is major, often overlooked mental health concern among students. We live in a society that decides a person's future by their performance in an examination.
Mm-hmm.
In our country, issues about testing anxiety, academic-related depression.
Ooh, I didn't know that was a thing.
That is a thing.
But that makes sense.
And stress are less discussed. Most of the institutions don't guide students with stress management. The present study was conducted to measure the anxiety levels and their effect on the mental health of students, taking the national eligibility eligibility. Does not sound right. Entrance test for undergraduates.
NEETUG. What? That make National Eligibility Entrance Test. Oh.
Okay, so here's some methods. A cross-sectional study was done among 200 students of a private junior college taking the NEETUG 2020 exam using the West Side Test Anxiety Scale questionnaire. Excuse me. The results obtained
were analyzed by appropriate statistical tests using SPSS Statistics version 25. IBM Core released 2017. IBM SPSS Statistics for Windows version 2022. I don't think any of that was necessary to read. Out of the 200 students, results showed that overall 151, 75.5% were stressed out before the exam, and 49, 24.5% were not stressed out. This study revealed that the majority of students don't receive any professional help to combat their mental health problems or any professional counseling to improve their morale. It is evident that the results of the study that the majority of the students faced difficulties in their academic performance due to test anxiety, and the effects were prominent irrespective
of the age and gender of the students. Professional psychological counselors, guidance, and the availability of healthcare professionals in institutions to address the mental health needs of students will yield better outcomes. Testing anxiety is major, often overlooked mental health concerns about students.
Test anxiety can be defined as...
Oh, no. I read that wrong. Hold on.
Oh, what? Mental health concern among students.
Test anxieties is a major...
often overlooked mental health concern among students. There's punctuation in there that she missed.
Test anxiety can be defined as a multidimensional
construct
combining
worry
with worry, emotionality, and interference.
Fear of failure. That I definitely have a little bit of that.
Self-esteem and lack of confidence. I may seem like a very confident person, but in my brain I am not. There is only a few people that have seen me or have listened or have seen all the text messages of me overthinking. Because it's lack of confidence.
Yeah, I don't often overthink unless I'm super stressed out. Then I'll start to overthink. But I try really hard to not get to that point. Like, to the point where I'm overthinking everything.
But see, if you've seen me at that moment, or if I've let you hear my overthinking or see it through text messages, that you have reached a special spot. That means confidence isn't even in the question. I don't need confidence at that moment to be your friend.
Yeah. Depends on the situation, but I'm a fairly confident person. But then in certain situations, I am like the least confident person in the room, and I wish it was different, and I could just be like confident every time I enter a room and not have to stress out about what people are thinking about me and how, like, it all depends on what I choose to wear. My confidence goes right along with what I'm wearing that day.
That's fair.
Like, if I wear, like, a dress that I feel slightly uncomfortable in, I'm going to be a little bit more, like, closed off inside myself, constantly thinking about, like, what other people might be thinking.
That is... Okay, so it depends on what I'm wearing and who I'm with.
Yeah.
So, like,
that's also
crop
a big...
top, if it's showing my stomach, I would not be caught dead at school wearing one of those. Because it's not because of my parents. My mom does not care. Like, of course, like, at a certain point, she would care, or she's like, oh, that's a new style you're picking up. Like, but she wouldn't be like, oh, don't wear that. You're not allowed to wear that.
Put on a different shirt.
Yeah, right? But, like, me, I'm like, I don't like this.
I don't like it.
I would not be caught dead at school wearing that because I don't want other people seeing my stomach or, like, my belly button. Only my belly button. I'm like, that is something that should not be shown.
It depends on the situation.
Yeah, it depends on the situation. But if I'm with you or with your family, or if I'm with my family, like, I would not care.
You wouldn't care. Yeah. Yeah, it does definitely depend on the crowd that I'm with.
Yeah.
But it also, like, if I'm wearing a dress that makes me feel like I am, like, I'm gonna, don't worry about you might cut it out, you might not. Because if I'm wearing something that makes me feel like a badass, I'm gonna have all the confidence in the world. Like, I'm just gonna be like a...
Have they not left yet? Because I thought I saw Tony just running across. Or that might have been the same bird, but it's white. And it keeps going. Okay, so, like, I'm talking,
Is the
right?
truck still
and
there?
then I just, like... So, there's this type of thing that we learned in driving class.
Oh.
Where it's, like, a long range or something.
Oh, your peripheral?
It's preferable range. And so now she has taught me the way to, like, my eyes go like a bird on it.
Oh yeah, no, mine are like that too. Like,
yeah.
Like, my blind spot is, like, back here, but I can see the reflection in my glasses of my hand. So I have a little bit of, like, I have a ways, like, I can see things a ways, because I can see reflections in my glasses. It's really weird. But I don't know how people still manage to sneak up on me.
Oh, speaking of glasses, that did not last long. I forgot to put them on. So yesterday I went a whole day with wearing my glasses. Yeah. That didn't stick.
Well,
actually, no, it was 2 days. That did not stick. No.
Tie a string on your finger, maybe you'll remember. I don't know why people say that.
Yeah,
I don't know where that came from.
But I would say for testing anxiety, my mood does not matter. Because I remember either being sad or being angry while taking tests, and, like, it does not really matter with
I just can't sit still. Like, I'm constantly, my knees are bouncing. I'm constantly fidgeting with things. I'm like chewing on the inside of my cheek. Like, I like, I can't sit still. And I'm like, I probably should have put, no, I'm doing it again. So if I'm like, there's a thing that I do when I'm like talking and getting like, and I'm like,
you need a fidget ring.
I have one, and it goes on my first finger. I have one. I put it on my first finger so I can do this. So this is what I do if I'm like talking and like I need something to do with my hands. It just keeps me from doing things like chew on my fingernails or like, I don't know. I'll like play with like if I'm stressed out, I will like push my glasses up my nose even if I don't need to.
Yeah.
Or like I'll like intentionally pull them down and put them back up.
See,
there are just certain things.
Even though I want to be a first responder in my 20s and my 30s, my early 30s, but in my late 30s and my 40s, like retiring type, I want to, or I guess I wouldn't go into retirement yet, but I would want to be a therapist because I do observe people and like notice their fidgeting and like their emotions.
Stimming, I guess could be a word for it.
Oh shoot.
Huh?
Oh, I forgot. I forgot I'm taking a psychology class. I don't know when that starts.
You're like, oh shoot! Wait, I forgot. Like I saw all of that happen, like in your eyes.
Well, I can check later. Hopefully it starts January 5th, like all the other classes do. Anyway.
Oh, my tea.
Love that.
I like this tea.
Imagine I go home and I check my computer and I'm like 13 assignments behind.
That would be.
I
would have a nice little freak out sesh.
Yeah.
And then
do all the assignments.
Yeah.
Anywho, I don't think that's the case. I think they all start January 5th. Because I got an email from one of my EMT instructors, and she's like, well, all classes should start January 5th. And I'm like, okay.
Sorry, I keep poking the same spot with my knitting needle.
Crochet hooks, they don't do it. Or some of them do that, but mine don't do that.
Yeah, I know. But this goes so much faster to me than crocheting. Like
When did you start that?
Last night.
I started this last night.
You've also got a longer thing.
It's bigger and longer.
Ooh, I need buttons. Maybe.
Oh, I have.
No,
so I have a.
I don't need
I have
buttons.
an
What am I
idea for a
thinking?
present, and it's gonna be a blanket, but like it'll have. Because I noticed on this blanket, it has like a
snap
hole and a button, like a button snap. I'm thinking if I attach a rock to it, because not like a rock like one that you find out there, but like, remember we went to the ECC gift shop and I found this necklace with a rock.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking of taking that rock, because I've already took it apart, because that's what I do with a lot of jewelry. Since I make jewelry, I take it apart and make new ones. Anywho, I'm going to put 4 holes. I'm going to drill 4 holes in it and then, like, sew it on like a button. And then, like, hook it onto the blanket.
Oh, like, so this blanket, so the holes came from Tony.
Mm-hmm.
But the snaps that were put on this were so Justin could have a cape.
Yeah, I figured that out. I don't know where the buttons are, but...
Yeah, it just had snaps. So here's one, the other one is somewhere. Oh, yeah. Here's the snaps. They're on one corner. Like that. So then... Oh! That's what I was gonna... I'm currently putting together a Christmas list that I can then send out to everybody. And I forgot to put something on it.
My mom, she got me one thing and she couldn't keep it a surprise because I get notifications on our Amazon account. And she's like, "Oh man, how am I?"
This is my Christmas list at the moment.
I'm just like, books and book nerdy things, tea, sweaters, jacket, crafting, candle, cloak.
I want, like, specifically the type of cloak I want like a wool cloak. One that is practical, that I can wear places and still feel like I'm an adventurer going on an adventure. That was a lot of the same thing.
I want yarn.
That falls
That's...
into the... I need to not. I need to not.
That's the only thing
I suck at keeping secrets.
Anyway, I really
I have
want
so many
yarn.
Christmas presents that I've wrapped that I want to say something because they're cool, but I can't. I need to keep my mouth shut. I can't. I don't want to wait.
Keep the voices inside. I actually have done pretty well with my Christmas gifts this year and not telling people. So.
Oh yeah, I've been great at not telling people Christmas presents, but other things I spoil things. People need to not tell me things. Well, if they tell me things, they need to be like, also, that no one else knows, don't say anything.
Well, I know me and Justin have had conversations about, like, the belt. And, yeah, that's no surprise. That's not really a surprise.
Yeah, I'm thinking more of along the lines
fine.
of my siblings being pregnant and then telling me that they're having a kid, and then I automatically go, oh, why wouldn't they tell my parents first? And then I go tell my parents, they're like, oh, was she planning on telling us? I'm like, oops.
Probably.
And then I have to go, I wish I could take that back.
And you tell me as well.
Well, yeah.
Which apparently the last 2 times I was not supposed to know.
Yeah. But it's fine.
But, like, it was fine to know, but, like...
It was more along the lines of I shouldn't said anything to my parents.
Yeah.
Because Constance wanted to tell me.
But then it gave me ideas to make baby hats. So,
I love this song.
Because we're actually...
Yeah. I like this cover, to be more specific.
It's 11:53.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Do we want to continue with the actual topic of the thing?
We also forgot to pray this morning. What else do you think we should read about in there? We could also say our source. What source is this?
This is the National Library of Museum.
Of Medicine.
Did I say of museum?
Yeah.
Of medicine.
Mm-hmm.
A
study on assessment of anxiety and its effect on students taking the National Eligibility Entrance Test for undergraduates. See, when I'm reading out loud, my brain gets ahead of my eyes, or my brain and eyes get ahead of my voice, and so, like, for example, I said, and its effects on taking students.
And its effects on taking students.
That's what I said. And I was like, oh wait, there's a mix up there.
I could go back to the the AI overview.
Yeah.
That popped up when I first looked up the psychological effects of testing anxiety because
Effects on taking students.
effects on taking students. Taking students from where? The classroom? Kidnapping.
Well, you kidnapped me a lot.
With consent.
It's voluntary. It's voluntarily.
Yes, voluntarily kidnapped.
Yeah.
I didn't do that today, though. Okay,
True.
so what the AI overview said was psychological effects of test anxiety include severe worry, self-doubt, negative thoughts, difficulty concentrating, and a blank mind. Whoa, crazy. Leading to emotional distress like fear, hopelessness, or irritability, and can damage self-esteem, impair memory, and even cause panic, creating a cycle of poor performance. It hijacks the brain's resources, blocking access to learned information and hindering problem solving.
Yep.
That's why I failed my math test twice. Anyways, cognitive and mental effects. Impaired concentration, difficulty focusing on the test or organizing thoughts. Mind goes blank, inability to recall information even if well studied. Negative thinking, excessive self-criticism, catastrophic thinking about failure, and unrealistic expectations. Sounds like me. Like every day. Anyways, memory issues. Stress response can shut down the hippocampus, which is crucial for memory. Racing thoughts, a busy, uncontrollable stream of worries about the test outcome. Emotional effects. Intense fear and worry. Feelings of dread, apprehension, and panic. Helplessness and hopelessness, a sense of being unable to cope or succeed. Irritability and anger, frustration with oneself or the situation. Low self-esteem and inadequacy, feelings of being not good enough. Behavioral and physical links often interconnected. Avoidance/procrastination, delaying studying due to overwhelming anxiety. That definitely hasn't happened before. Physical symptoms, though not purely psychological, they drive mental distress. Rapid heartbeat, sweating, nausea, shortness of breath, headaches. Long-term impacts. Damaged self-esteem. Consistently performing poorly due to anxiety erodes confidence. Loss of love for learning. Negative test experiences can diminish interest in subjects. Cycle of failure. Anxiety leads to poor performance, which fuels more anxiety. So basically, anxiety and stress can mess with your brain in more ways than one, and in negative ways. Can impact your brain function negatively. Which sucks because I am constantly stressed out. And I try not to be, and I don't know how to make it go away. But that's fine. One of these days I'll figure out how to make it go away, and I won't be stressed out. But I feel like that's never gonna happen. Because that's adult life.
When I crochet, and even in like an adult life, because this lady, my mom's coworker, at the pharmacy, she crochets a lot, and she says that it's just a way to have peace for her and calm her mind. It silences my mind. Because in my mind, when I'm not crocheting, it's talking, right? It has thoughts running through. And that can lead to sometimes overthinking. But when I'm crocheting, it kind of it's that thing that silences your mind. It's crocheting, watching a movie, anything to get your mind off of all of the world.
My knees are falling asleep. If that's even possible.
And so,
it
is very therapeutic to do stuff that silences your mind.
True.
Because,
for me, I listen to things that are like music and stuff that have like heavy bass lines. It's what it's in my ear right now. It's why I'm doing the fun little air drums.
Baby. I like to listen to old music. The 60s music. Right now, I'm listening to Elvis Presley. So
I have a playlist that is labeled stressed music or whatever. And it's got the little, the little sparkles.
The little rainbow.
No, the sparkles. The stressed music. It's got like the little sparkles on it. It's not what I'm listening to at the moment.
I'm still beefing that they took away the rainbow from God.
That's fair.
I'm still beefing with that.
Let's see what it. Oh yeah, stressed out music. And it's got like the little sparkles. Sparkle emojis. Stressed out music.
Well, actually,
and it's all bass heavy and like upbeat, and I'm like, I could. It lets me get all of that, like, because if I'm stressed out, I feel like I have to move and do things, and if I have like bass heavy, like heavy bass line upbeat music playing in my ear, that it gives me something else to think about that also gets that movement out of my
music
lips.
Focuses my mind. It keeps my mind on focus. Because, like, if it's just silence, my mind will wander for some reason. But when I'm crocheting, my mind will silence itself. But if I'm not, and I'm just not doing anything, like, I was in the doctor's office the other day, and I was sitting there in the doctor's office by myself, waiting for the doctor, and I just started reading all the signs.
Just,
like, about, abdominal pain.
Abdominal
pain.
Abdominal.
Anywho.
That thing.
Yeah, that thing. I was reading about it just because it was on the...
Just because it was on the wall?
Yeah, and I was like, oh, wait, that's interesting.
Yeah, no, it is. The signs that they have up in, like, doctor's offices and, like, dentist's offices, they're interesting.
Like a open abdominal... whatever that's called.
Abominable?
An abominable abdominal. Anywho.
Abdominal.
And a clogged one. A clogged one is, like, really, like, closed. Just, like, really closed. But an open one is, like, really... Which makes sense. But, like, that also just means watch the sugars you intake and watch the salt you intake. But...
Interesting.
Yeah.
I kind of want to go see if I can find, like, a medical textbook, because I keep writing things where people die, and I am, like, constantly looking for ways to kill off characters in books that, like, are interesting, and I want them to be medically accurate. Yeah. So I'm using Grandma Google, and I feel like I might not be getting, like, full source information. So I want to get, like, a medical textbook.
I have always told myself that I'm not going to get in the medical field.
And here you are.
Here I am. Because, like, okay, my mom's in the medical field, my grandma's in the medical field, probably some other ancestor I have, some of my grandma's sisters or whatever, because she has 14 of them.
Yeah.
And there's probably people in the medical field. And I'm like,
my whole family is in the medical field, or most of my family.
And then I just also hang out with you guys all the time. Who's in the medical field?
Yeah.
Which that honestly left a big impact.
Yeah, so for me, with being my whole family in the medical field, like emergency medicine.
Actually, yeah, you guys are the reason. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
I also want to go into, like, emergency, like, first responder stuff, but I don't want to go into medical.
Police officer?
Yeah, my plan is to go become a police officer. And I went on that ride along, and the police officer was like, so, tell me a little bit about yourself. I was like, okay. So most of my family's in the, like, on the fire department, like, firefighter, paramedic, firefighter, EMTs. And he looked at me and went, so why do you want to go do the law enforcement instead of medical? And I was like, because I was like, I don't, because it's something that I've wanted to do for a long time. Like,
If crafting and jewelry making and crocheting paid the bills, I would do that as a career.
Yeah.
But it does not.
If writing books could pay the bills, that's definitely what I would do. But it's not gonna right now. Like, I know people who have, like, just quit their nursing jobs to write books.
Yeah.
But, like, I'm not at that point where I can just drop everything and write a book and publish a book and just live off of that, because the book that I'm currently trying to finish and edit and get to the point where I can release, I'm trying to decide if I want to do traditional publishing or if I want to self-publish. Trad publishing is going to be a little bit more on the expensive side, especially if you want to do it well. Indie publishing, I would get more return on it than if I did trad. But
how much would it cost?
The indie publishing would probably be a little bit more expensive than traditional,
so, yeah.
Because you're doing everything yourself. You're doing
6.
That's true.
Time check.
Oh, look, it's my father. Yo! What's up? It's going. Sure. Okay.
Oh, wait, is the fire out?
Spironolactone?
1 second, folks. Oh, yeah, the fire is out.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Okay. Guess what? I get to send my father a picture of this pill bottle. Cool. He's very ill. Don't get this. It's my father. Do-da.
Okay. That'll probably go out. The fire will probably go out when we get back. Or while we're gone. Why?
How?
Now I'm listening to the Beatles.
Huh? Ow!
Are you good?
I just elbowed your knee. It didn't actually hurt, but I went, ow!
It didn't hurt me, so. But,
Oh, I didn't realize I was still going.
Yeah, it's still going.
Yeah, I don't even remember what I was saying because my father.
We're talking about police stuff.
Oh yeah, police stuff.
I wonder if I would get made fun of at the station for being friends with a police officer.
Maybe.
I don't think so.
No, because Noelle is buddies with a police officer.
That's fair.
That's where she got the no cop, no stop line. Was from a police officer.
I hope so.
Riding in the police car. In the
That would be funny.
Noelle
seeing
was
a firefighter in their gear in a police car.
So Noelle, and I forget what the police officer's name was. But Noelle and her police officer buddy were going somewhere. Noelle's in the passenger seat, and police officer pulls up to a stop sign, goes, "No cop, no stop," and pulls through it. And Noelle goes, "You are the cop," and she's like, "Yep."
Yep.
Yep. So now I say that. But,
Oh, I have to make cookies tonight. For, actually,
I need to make cookies at some point. I need to make cookies. I need to
I
buy
remember-
cookie tins.
I said I was going to bring a +1, but my mom's not going to be able to make it. There's this Christmas party on Monday night, I think 6 o'clock, at the station. We're not at the station, but for a firefighter, or for anyone, actually, really.
The fire department?
At ECEC, yeah. And we get to bring +1s, and I'm like, okay, I'll bring my mom. So I counted in for a +1, but now she's not gonna go. So I was wondering if you wanted to go.
Oh!
There'll be, a lot of food.
Monday?
And then maybe we can go to the gym before or after. I went to so I am doing pretty well with my leg training. However, my arm training, I discovered that my arm strength is mid, but I train too hard.
Oh.
And now this arm has been hurting so hard. Been hurting a lot. And then it's funny because I got a needle stuck in me, like right here, for the TB test. They drew a circle.
There's a circle there.
And this arm doesn't hurt. This arm hurts, and it got nothing done to it. So
this shirt.
Oh wait, you can see some muscle. Hold on. Oh
yeah,
yeah. Let's go.
Yeah. Mine aren't really defined.
Oh,
but they're there. Like, it's there.
I was pushing 440 weight with my legs the other day.
440?
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
And,
that's impressive.
Yep. And then I quickly got off the machine to, stretch, and I started, where the pull-ups were?
Mm-hmm.
So I attempted pull-ups, but, I was really, really tired, so I only got one. But my record is 3. I'm very proud of that.
I should put the pull-up
and
bar up.
this boy decides to go up and go in the leg press where I was just at with my 440.
Oh no!
At the moment, I thought I said it was 250. It was around 200 on each side is what I meant. He did not. But then, so he tried it and he was like, ah! And he almost died. No, don't do that. You're supposed to count the weight on there before, and then he got out because there's a safety lock thing on there, and good thing he had enough to push it up. But good thing there was a safety thing on there, and he got out. And I was on the other side of the leg press, looking at him on the other side. And he's like, how much is this? And I'm like, 250. And I did not say 250 on each side. And he's like, this is not 250. I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh.
It's like when I tried to do
that was your 335.
That was an interesting conversation to have.
I got one of your 335 the other day. And
I just wish I could train my arms better. Because I think you have more arm strength. You definitely have more arm strength than I do.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe. They're not, my arm muscles aren't defined, at all. There's no definition to them. But it's there. You could, I'm too buff for a lot of my shirts, which is why I chopped the sleeves off.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah.
But yeah, I want to work back muscles and get it. Because there's these type of pull-ups where you grab onto there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then what's pulling you up is somewhat a little bit of this, but it's mostly
your back and shoulders.
Here. Yeah, your shoulders. Because I've been getting reels on Instagram of correct ways to do exercises. I'm like, heck yeah. And then I realized I'm becoming a gym nerd.
Gym bro.
And now I see these different
I would
machines.
go to a gym, Like, I would go, like, pay the whatever $15 a month to go to a gym, but I don't know. I know nothing about it, so
I plan on going to Planet Fitness in Roseburg when I start going to UCC full time.
Oh.
Yeah.
I want to see if I can talk Joy into finding a gym with me.
I thought she already has one.
In Cottage Grove that she doesn't go to anymore because she doesn't work in Cottage Grove anymore. Joy
Where does she work now?
She works at Emeticis with my dad.
In
Roseburg.
We should all go to Planet Fitness. When I graduate, we should all go to Planet Fitness.
We should all just get
We should all go to the same gym.
It would be cool.
That would be cool.
One of the people that I worked with at the coffee shop is actually in school to become a personal trainer.
I would like to do one of those machines, but we don't have them. We don't have the machine at the school gym, although we might because there's been new adjustments and new machines in there, but I don't know all the machines. But I want the machine that it exercises your hips, so you put weight on your hips and then you go up and down and you exercise.
Oh, you can do that with a dumbbell and a bench
with your hips.
Yeah.
How would the dumbbell fit on? Would it just?
You would rest it on your hips, and you would go like this, and hold it like that.
Okay.
Ooh. There's a table there.
Yeah, that's one thing I want to try, and then.
But yeah, you could do that with a dumbbell and a bench.
Mm-hmm. I, for some reason, we did. However, oh wait, what time is it? It's 12:16. Okay, quickly. So we got this new running thing. You know, at the gym.
Treadmill?
Yeah, that thing. But I really like it, although I don't use it a lot because I like to run in general, like outside. But
I preferred treadmills to running outside. I don't know why. I pace myself better on a treadmill. No.
Like a year or two ago, I used to hate running, and then I just started working on it hard, and then now I just like it. I do it a lot. I've noticed myself get 5 minutes faster.
Nice.
A mile, so.
That's pretty cool.
And I'm faster than a lot of people in PE, except not Moshe.
Moshe, I would be faster than Moshe.
But then I did beat him at leg presses. So.
Good for you.
Yeah. I was proud of that moment.
Is it bedtime? I need to get dressed though.
Yeah, it's time to go. We should probably pray out. I'm gonna pause my music.
I'm gonna pause my music.
Right.
I already did that because I fully expected to just be done. Why am I tired? I slept until 9:30. I shouldn't be tired.
We're gonna go to a baby shower.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Which means I need to figure out where my mom put that baby shower gift.
There you go. So we did actually have a topic today, and we covered some of it, a little portion of it, but then again, it's also prayer time ramble.
And we rambled a lot.
And we forgot to pray this morning, but that's okay. We're going to pray out. Lord, thank you for letting this podcast run smoothly again. We did cover some of the topic, and, we actually didn't know what we were going to do this morning until we were talking about EMT testing, and, I was mostly talking about that, and then it, sprang up the idea anxiety testing, or testing anxiety, and so, that was good. We got totally off the rails, but again, it's the therapeutic for a lot of people. But thank you, and I hope everyone has a good week. In Jesus' name, amen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye.